Good afternoon. Just check voice is audible.
Yes, sir.
Whether screen
Yes.
okay. Screen is visible.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Shall we continue? Where we were yesterday? Are you remembering what I have given yesterday? One problem was given for homework.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Have you solved?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Priyanka, roll number 8. I will ask randomly. Have you solved, Priyanka, roll number 8?
No, sir.
No. Okay. Roll number 14. Siddhalinga.
No, sir.
Okay. Roll number 20. Vishwajit Gaikwad. Have you solved?
No, sir.
No. Roll number 29.
No, sir.
No. Roll number 35. Avinash.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Have you
Yes,
solved?
sir. Yes, sir. Solve.
Okay. What is your answer for resultant?
198.49.
How much?
198.49.
198.
Hmm.
I think, and theta?
The resultant is फक्त solve केलं.
Loudly. Speak loudly.
Resultant is solve केले sir फक्त.
Okay. You have found out okay. Only resultant. No issue. Next one. Tanvi. Roll number 45.
No, sir.
Hmm?
No, sir.
Okay. No issue. Rohini.
Yes, sir.
What is the value of resultant, Rohini?
128.17 Newton.
Very good. 128.17 is the exact answer. Have you found theta?
Yes, sir.
How much?
Minus 51.78 degree.
Very good. Exactly. Next, what is the value of x bar and y bar?
Sir, तिथपर्यंत solve केलं.
Okay, no issue. Good. Both answers are correct. Any other? Now I will not take anybody's name. Voluntarily. On your own. Somebody want to tell answer?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Sakshi.
Result
Huh.
is equals to 128.17.
Very good.
Theta is equals to minus 51.78.
Okay. Very good. X bar, y bar?
X bar is equals to minus 3.57.
Minus 3.
57.
Very good.
And y bar is equals to 4.54.
Plus.
Plus.
Very good. At least one student has reached up to 100%.
Sir, I also solved.
Okay.
I also solved.
Also. Okay, you also solved?
Yes, sir. All values are my same.
Okay, y bar, is it your value is 4.54?
Yes, sir. But after determinant, little bit change.
Okay, no issue. After decimal point, it doesn't have more impact. No issue. Congratulations to you also, Rutuj. Again, anyone? Let me check who are solving. Who is there? Vedita.
Sir,
Okay, your
Vedita.
answers are correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Very good. Those who have
रिझल्टंट
solved,
थिटा पर्यंत करेक्ट आहेत.
no issue. At least I am not expecting correct answer. Number one, you should try. That is my expectation. I am not expecting exact answers. You should try at least. That is my expectation. Okay, we should expect less from the others. Like this, I'm expecting wrong answers, no issue, but you should try. That was my expectation. Let it be. So let us see. Coming back to our problem statement, those who have solved, they can guide me. We will solve this problem for all once again. Okay, try to give time for this subject. Try to give time for this subject. At the end, you should not surrender yourself. Sir, मला काहीच येत नाही, आता मी काय करू? If you say like this at the end, I am going to ask, come to college with your notebook. At that time, I will not be guiding. Okay, so if you are still facing problem, you can free to ask. It may happen you are not getting some concept, etc. You are free to ask. Even I have given my number, etc. You can ask any your doubt. Still we are in first chapter. Probable today or tomorrow this chapter will get over. Okay, so I will not waste more time. So let us come back to our subject. Let us see what we want to find. Okay, so first we will see what it is given. So how many forces are given in this system?
4.
4 forces.
4 forces are given. 4 forces. So let us give, to avoid the further confusion, I will give suppose P1. For which force I should say P1?
150 Newton.
150 Newton.
Okay, 150. Then P2,
50 Newton.
50 Newton. Very good. Then P3,
100 Newton.
100. No issue. P4,
80.
80.
80 Newton. Okay, P3, P4 like this. And why? What we are supposed to find here? What we are supposed to find here? What will be the location of second half part of the problem statement? What will be the location of resultant with respect to center of the circle? What will be the location of resultant? Means in also in first half it is asked what is resultant. Means we want, and in general again, that what is the value of magnitude, direction, and position, and position of resultant, position of resultant with respect to, again, with respect to what? Point O, with respect to point O. Now 4 forces are with you. 4 forces are with you. Now what we will do, so I will not resolve each and every force. I will resolve directly all the forces. If I will write here now, you should be able to write likewise. Summation fx is equal to, you should be able to find x component of each and every force, rather than 4 forces are there in this system. Getting? So let us find summation fx first, means addition of all x components of the forces. So which is our first force we have considered? 150 Newton. So what will be its x component? Quickly.
150 Newton.
It will be 150. It is horizontal force, or we can say due. East or west?
East.
Due east. So 150. Next, 50 Newton force. How it is that force? 50 Newton? Vertical.
Vertically upward.
Up, very good. Vertically upward. So what will be its x component?
0.
0.
0. Next, P3. So here you have to think a little. Here you have to think a little for P3 force. Here you have to think a little. Okay, how you are going to think here? So you have to find its inclination. So either it is with vertical or horizontal. You should find that inclination, because that force is inclined. Neither it is vertical nor horizontal. So how we can find its inclination, either with x-axis or y-axis? Is it possible to find?
Yes, sir.
Yes. How? How
Means,
it is?
sir,
How we can find its inclination, either with horizontal or vertical? what I will do, see here now, this one is only trick, or we can say important. I will just extend this force backward, something like this, in this way. Okay, and this way I will extend. So what will be this angle with horizontal? So
45 degree.
45.
45 degree.
45 degree.
45. Oh,
Yes, sir.
as you know, here it will be tangent. Let me say here it is 90 degree.
90.
Yes,
So
sir.
one angle is given 45, one is 90 degree. So what will be remaining angle?
45.
45.
45.
45. Okay, with whom that 45 angle is made? With whom that
X-axis.
45 angle is made?
X-axis.
X-axis or horizontal? X-axis or horizontal? Now tell me in which quadrant this force is coming?
In third quadrant.
In third quadrant. What is the sign of X component in third quadrant?
Both are
Negative.
negative.
Both are negative. So here I will write minus 100 sin or cos.
Cos.
Now don't think angle is 45. We should be able to give correct function, either sine or cos. Cos. Why we have to use a cosine function? Because angle is made with horizontal. Fourth force 80 Newton, which is vertically downward. What will be its X component?
0.
0.
It will be 0. Tell me this summation.
79.29
Plus minus
plus
Plus
79.29
29.
Newton.
28 आहे माझं.
Okay, just wait, then I have to check. More precisely 29. More precisely 29. Okay, correct. Next 28 is also okay, don't worry. Summation Fy. Summation Fy is equal to P1 force, X component of P1 force.
Y component 0.
Sorry. Y component of P1 force. Sorry. 0 because it is horizontal force. Next, P2. Y component of 50 Newton force.
50.
50.
Plus 50. Y component of third force 100 Newton.
Minus 100 sin 45.
Very good. Minus 100 sin 45. Next. Fourth force 80 Newton, which is
Minus
vertically downward.
Minus 80.
Very good. Minus 80. Tell me this.
Minus 100.71.
Minus 100.71 Newton. Okay. Summation Fx we got. Summation Fy we got. What we can calculate here? R is equal to under root
Summation fx square plus summation fy square.
equal to. Tell me directly now. It is expected
128.17.
very good 128.17
17.
more precisely 177 Newton. Theta is equal to tan inverse summation Fy divided by summation Fx.
Minus 51.78.
Yes, sir.
Minus-
Minus 51.78.
Minus 51.78 theta. So as theta comes negative, how we have to show this?
Clockwise direction.
So here it is x, here it is y. So clockwise. So here it will come somewhere like this. R, correct. And here theta equal to minus 51.78. And R is equal to whatever. That value I will not write. You can check. Half problem is over. Half problem is it was so difficult. if you under, so the whatever problems we are solving from yesterday, all problems were asked in university exam. Means there is anything trick is there in one any problem. Whatever problems we are solving from yesterday, all problems were asked in university exam, you can see. So university exam, it doesn't mean that all problems are difficult. There will be one thing which you should be very carefully solve. For example, 100 Newton force is inclined. You should be able to find that angle. Okay, we have seen which principle? Principle of transmissibility of force. We will transfer that force at the back side till it will cross x-axis. At that point, you should be able to find angle 45. Okay, likewise now. So two things we have found out. Which are they? One is resultant and another one is
Theta.
Theta.
theta. We found out. One is resultant, another one is theta. Now next, we want to find its position. Now here, which principle we are applying?
Varignon theorem.
Varignon theorem. Here we want to apply Varignon theorem. For that, I will write in that purpose. To apply Varignon theorem. To apply Varignon theorem at point O. So what I will write here, summation of, see how to read this, summation of all moments, M for moment, summation of all moments at point O due to all forces, FO for forces at O with respect to O, equal to, now each and every force we have to consider, while calculating this moment. Okay, so force number 1, which one is that? P1. Okay, so what will be the moment? How will be the direction of moment due to force P1 at point O? Imagine kara, point O tumcha fix
Clockwise.
hai. How object will rotate? Clockwise direction. So it will be positive.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So what is perpendicular distance between line of action of 150 Newton force and that distance? So it will be 3 because the radius is 3.
Radius is 3.
Radius is 3. Next force, which is our next force? 50 Newton. Tell me now in this way, how object will rotate if point O is fixed up, 50 Newton force is applied at point that, which is vertically.
Anti-clockwise.
Anti-clockwise. 15 to
3.
3. Next force. Now is it now, though you may feel for force number 3, is it necessary to resolve that force into x and y component?
No,
Then
sir.
we have to
No, sir. No.
not necessary, because suppose in somebody's mind make him here we have taken intersection at this point, is it necessary? So see my cursor where it is. So is it necessary to resolve this force at this point? So my answer is no, because if you will resolve at this point something like this, suppose this force may be in this way, here I will write x here, star mark. So if you will resolve at this position, then that minimum distance will not remain that between line of action of force and point O. When it will be minimum, the minimum kuta asnar hai where there is a tangent. Here it is touching at tangent, means likewise only you have to take, not necessary to, याला काय करावं लागेल इथे हे ट्रिक आहे बघा या प्रॉब्लेम मध्ये, not necessary to resolve that force, directly you can take because minimum distance is radius. Okay, so directly we have to take without resolution. So how object will rotate due to 100 Newton force, clockwise or anti-clockwise?
Clockwise.
Clockwise. 100 into 3. Then next, due to 80 Newton force, it will rotate minus.
Anti-clockwise.
So 80 into 3. Now what is this calculation?
360.
360 degree.
360. 360?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. 360.
360 Newton meter. Okay. 360 Newton meter. Now, what we will do? Apply theorem. What we are applying? Summation of all moments at point O equal to R into D. So all the values we are knowing. So here you can find D directly. Therefore, D is equal to
2.808.
huh?
2.8.
2.808.
Not getting how much?
2.808.
2.808.
Yes.
808 meter, no? 3 meter
Yes,
given.
sir.
Okay, 3 meter. Okay. So it will be the location. Now, X bar. How we are finding X bar? Summation of
Due to all the forces divided by summation Fy.
summation Fy. Calculate. किती येत आहे?
3.57.
minus 3.57.
Minus 3.57.
57 more precisely 4 meter. Y bar summation MFO divided by summation FX equal to
4.54.
4.54
0.
or 0 or likewise. So it was the problem for homework. Are you getting? Is there anyone who faced a problem, who tried but faced a problem somewhere? प्रयत्नच केला नाही, सुंटी वाचून खोकला गेला. No issue. If you have tried but you have faced a problem, can anyone explain by unmuting yourself? कुठेतरी अडलं होतं की सर हे कळालंच नाही, तर काय करायचं होतं, तिथं काय करायचं, समथिंग लाईक दिस. इज एनीवन हू वांट टू एक्सप्लेन? ट्राय केला पण सुटला नाही असं कोण आहे का आपल्या? 54 नाउ स्टुडंट्स आर जॉईंट आउट ऑफ दॅट 54. इज देयर एनीवन हू ट्रायड बट फेस्ड अ प्रॉब्लेम? आय वांट सच स्टुडंट. प्रयत्न केला नसेल तर ही सगळ्यात मोठी गोष्ट आहे. यू आर व्हेरी बिझी, यू आर नॉट गेटिंग टाइम फ्रॉम युअर बिझी शेड्यूल. आय विल सल्यूट यू. तुम्हाला सल्यूट की तुम्हाला टाइम मिळाला नाही प्रयत्न करायला. इट इज ओके, बट यू हॅव ट्रायड बट यू हॅव नॉट गॉट आन्सर. असं कोण आहे का आपल्यामध्ये की प्रयत्न केला पण सुटला नाही? So only one conclusion I will tell: don't take this subject as casual subject. Don't take interest in this subject. Subject is very interesting. If you will not take interest, then the subject will be behind you. हा subject तुम्हाला पाठीमागे लागल्याशिवाय सोडणार नाही. After that it is very difficult. Going in the flow, it is very simple. फक्त लेक्चर ऐकून, मोबाईल खिशात ठेवून, कानामध्ये हेडफोन टाकून हा सब्जेक्ट समजणार नाही. You will not understand unless and until. So shall I give one example, practical example? Why that we can say driving schools are there. Driving school असतात बघा, माहिती आहे तुम्हाला? To learn the driving. Are you knowing that thing?
Yes. Yes, sir.
ड्रायव्हिंग स्कूल असतात. जर आपण एखादं सपोज ड्रायव्हिंग स्कूल्स, सो सपोज वी विल प्रिपेअर वन बुक हाऊ टू ड्राईव्ह. आपण एक असं पुस्तकच तयार करू, हाऊ टू ड्राईव्ह, आणि त्याच्यामध्ये सगळ्या इन्स्ट्रक्शन द्यायच्या ड्रायव्हरला. ही शुड स्टार्ट अ व्हेकल, प्रेस द क्लच, शिफ्ट द गिअर, वॉट एव्हर इफ विल गिव्ह. डू यू फील? मग तुम्हाला एक पुस्तक दिलं वाचायला की ड्रायव्हर कसं बनायचं. यू विल रीड, यू विल मग अप ऑल थिंग, तुम्ही सगळं पाठ करणार. आर यू एबल टू ड्राईव्ह देअर आफ्टर? सगळं तुम्ही पाठ केलं आणि तुम्ही ड्रायव्हिंग करू शकता का? इज इट पॉसिबल?
No,
No.
sir.
Unless and until you will not sit or you will not try on your own, you will not able to drive. असं म्हणतात बघा, पाण्यात पडल्याशिवाय काय काय होत नाही. ऐकलंय का मराठीमध्ये? पाण्यात पडल्याशिवाय
होता येत नाही.
होता येत नाही. Unless and until you will not solve, nothing will happen. तुम्ही जोपर्यंत पेन आणि नोटबुक घेऊन सॉल्व्ह करत नाही तोपर्यंत तुम्हाला कळणार वेअर यू आर फेसिंग प्रॉब्लेम. युअर थिंकिंग विल नॉट जनरेट, यू विल नॉट थिंक ऑन युअर ओन. आपण मराठीमध्ये म्हणतो बघा, कुबड्या असतात, सपोर्ट. अदरवाइज यू विल बी अ हँडिकॅप्ड पर्सन. तुम्हाला प्रत्येक वेळी मग शिंदे सर आठवणार. आय शुड गिव्ह सपोर्ट, आय शुड टेल व्हॉट इज दिस, व्हॉट इज दॅट. So on your own, you should try. I hope you have taken a book also for our subject. Bhavikatti book is there. You might have got if you have taken book bank from college, right? So in that also you can try problems. Whenever possible, you can ask me. ज्यात प्रॉब्लेम येतोय तिथं विचारा, इंटरेस्ट घ्या. अदरवाइज आय एम गोइंग टू शिफ्ट गिअर आफ्टर दिस चॅप्टर. मी थोडासा अजून पहिल्या गिअर मध्येच आहोत आपण. उद्यापासून तुम्हाला थोडं जाणवेल. आय एम गोइंग टू शिफ्ट गिअर लिटल. आपण दुसऱ्या लगेच टॉप गिअरला नाही जाणार, डोंट वरी, बट सेकंड गिअर. आय विल बी इन सेकंड गिअर फ्रॉम टुमॉरो. ओके, एनीबडी वांट टू आस्क रिगार्डिंग दिस एनीथिंग? If not, next problem. Number of problems we have to solve to have a practice. Any problem? Shall we go next?
Yes, sir.
Sure. Try to write the things in your notebook with me, then only you will get. Next problem, number 2. I think this problem just wait. Okay, this we will solve. I will give opportunity to one of the student. Prathamesh, Sawan.
Yes, sir.
Prathamesh,
Yes, sir.
will you read loudly?
Okay, sir.
Huh?
Forces acting alongside at a corner A and B of a equilateral triangle of side 5 meter as shown below. A clockwise movement of 150 Newton meter act about point C. Determine the magnitude and direction of the resultant of force system. Also locate the position of resultant forces with respect to A.
Okay. So are you able to read? I'm not listening. I don't know. Is it the problem of headphone or what? Okay. So read the problem carefully. One thing, this was also problem from university exam. हा problem सुद्धा university exam ला विचारलेला आहे. Maybe for 12 or 15 mark, whatever. You can face. You can check. This problem was also asked for university exam. Means there is something in new. This is not regular problem. There is something new in this problem if it is asked well. So I will tell what is that new in this. What is new? Are you observing anything new in this problem apart from our regular problem? Huh? Are you observing something new? Rohini, Rutuja, Sakshi, and others.
Just
All.
wait, sir. Writing.
Okay. Write it. See the diagram and tell me. Are you observing something new in this? म्हणजे याच्यामध्ये काय वेगळं दिसतंय का या प्रॉब्लेम मध्ये? In you can see all forces, distances, whatever.
Sir, 150 Newton force at point C.
A little loudly. I'm not getting voice.
150 Newton force at point C.
Movement is given.
Moment is given in this problem. याच्यामध्ये along with forces, what it is given? Moment is given. म्हणजे आतापर्यंत आपण प्रॉब्लेम बघितले की त्याच्यामध्ये फोर्स दिलेले होते, पण या प्रॉब्लेम मध्ये फोर्स बरोबर मोमेंट पण दिलेला आहे, एक मोमेंट. ओके, सो दॅट इट इज न्यू इन दिस. डोंट वरी, इट इज व्हेरी सिंपल. Moment is given means already moment is calculated for one of the force and it is shown at one of the point. Means actually we should not frighten for this. Your work is a little made easier. Already moment calculate करून त्याची डायरेक्शन वगैरे दाखवलेली आहे at that point. It is very simple that way. So how many forces are there meanwhile? Number of forces are there. How many are there? 2, 3, 3 plus 3, 6.
7.
7?
6 forces and 1 movement.
6 forces and 1 movement. Six forces are, don't consider that. Moment is different. The force is different, moment is different. So you should not consider 6 forces and 1 moment. For your information, you write here 6 forces plus 1 moment. Plus 1 moment is given. Okay, so shall we give names? P1 equal to
200 Newton. 200 Newton.
200
P2 also 200 Newton.
there is lot of disturbance from my side. Just wait, I will do something. Okay, let it be. Tell me forces. P1, P2,
200.
70. I'm not listening.
20.
Something is going on
70
outside.
Newton.
70.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, next. A little, you speak little loudly. I'm not getting voice. 1, 2, 3. Shall we take P3 as
60.
150.
60?
60.
That horizontal force we will take.
60.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Then P3 is over. P4.
100 Newton. 100 Newton.
100. Sequentially we will go. No worry. It will not have any effect on calculation. Your calculation will not go wrong. P5. Just it
200.
is for our information. Again, that bottom 200 Newton force and P6 equal to 45.
45 Newton.
45. And if you want to write moment also, you can write that moment. Not necessary. You can write that. If not, no issue. Moment is also given to find as usual now. To find as usual. What we want to find? Resultant. For that again magnitude. Magnitude, direction, and what we want to find? Magnitude, direction, and
Resultant.
also we want to locate.
Position.
Position.
Yes, position means location, position or location of resultant. Of resultant. Okay. Magnitude, direction, and position of resultant. Okay. We want to. Next. Now, what we have to do? We have to find summation fx and summation fy. In that, while finding out summation fx and fy, you should not consider this moment. ज्यावेळी तुम्ही मोमेंटचं कॅल्क्युलेशन करता त्याच वेळी कन्सिडर करायचं. राईट नाउ यू शुड नॉट include that moment 150 Newton. Is it possible for you to tell to get this? Just check now what you have to do. So you have to find angle of each and every force. Okay, you have to find angle and each and every force. So just think what will be the angle made by this 200 Newton force, either with horizontal or vertical. Is it possible? Can someone tell me what will be the angle? Either both forces are we can say equal and opposite. 200 Newton force and this 200 Newton force. Are you thinking something about this?
They both are equal and opposite.
Equal.
Equal and opposite.
Forces are equal and opposite. Forces are equal and opposite. काय करता येईल आपल्याला? What we have seen?
Cancel. Cancel to each other.
It will cancel or it will form a couple.
Form couple.
Form couple.
It may form a couple. Or instead of saying cancellation, before that I will ask you, is it possible for you to find inclination of one of the force? Forget about couple. If you want to convert into couple, okay, then also okay. If not, if you'll go with this calculation, then also okay. फॉरगेट अबाउट कपल. तुमच्या लक्षातच आलं नाही की कपल फॉर्म होईल. And if you want to go for as it is, then also no issue. So is it possible? I will give now certain height with this bottom 200 Newton force. Is it possible for you to find its inclination? Inclination तुम्ही horizontal किंवा vertical से find out करू शकता का? Is it possible?
Yes, sir.
Apply
Yes,
the
sir.
mind and tell me. Is it possible?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
sir.
Who will tell how?
45 degree.
How much? जरा मोठ्यानं बोला. मला ऐकू येतं हेडफोन मधून आवाज येईल. हा. Can someone tell? कोण अप्लाय करत आहे का लॉजिक? Anybody want to apply your geometrical knowledge and tell me what is that inclination either with horizontal or vertical?
45 degree.
45. Who is telling? 45 with whom? Horizontal or vertical? Who is telling 45? Come. No, don't worry about your answer. It may be Rohini. You want to tell? Okay. How it is 45, Rohini, according to you?
Vertically.
Huh?
Vertically.
Loudly, little loudly. हो का? इकडे सांगतो बघा. हा अँगल किती दिलाय हो?
Sir, 30 degree with
60.
horizontal.
हा अँगल किती दिलाय?
degree with
60 आहे.
vertical.
हा 60 आहे. हा पण 60 आहे. आता मला सांगा, जर मी ही AC जी साइड आहे, इफ आय विल एक्सटेंड लाईक दिस, मी इकडे एक्सटेंड केली अशी, हा अँगल किती येईल माझा?
30
degree.
हा?
30 degree.
30 because this 60 plus 90 150 and 180 minus 150, what will be that angle?
30.
30 degree. 30 degree. प्रॉब्लेम संपला तुमचा इथं. If you are able to find that angle, your problem is over. जर या बॉटमच्या 200 न्यूटन फोर्स, इफ दिस बॉटम 200 न्यूटन फोर्स इज मेड 30 डिग्री अँगल विथ हॉरिझॉन्टल, मग या फोर्सने किती अँगल केला असेल हॉरिझॉन्टलशी? हे दोन फोर्सेस पॅरलल आहेत का एकमेकांना?
30 degree parallel.
30 degree.
These are
30
parallel
चे
forces. These are parallel
30.
forces. Means this force also would have made how much angle with horizontal?
30 degree.
30 degree.
त्याने 30 degrees केला असेल. Why? What is our logic behind this? What is our logic behind this?
Because they are parallel.
These are parallel forces. These are parallel. Now you can continue. I will give 5 minutes to solve. Find it now. Summation of x, fy and r. Only up to r you find. After that we will solve together. Don't worry. Solve it up to resultant, because you may commit mistake. Up to resultant, summation of x, fy and only find r. I will give 5 minutes. Okay, solve it.
Sir, R is equal to 146.98.
Anyone has calculated?
Sir, 146.98.
How much?
146.98.
1
46.98.
169.13 is the answer. Your voice I'm not getting. I don't know what happened. Anyone other? Guru, you are telling this answer. Shiva Siddha, something like that. What is that, Guru? Who told answer?
Sir, my answer is 146.98.
169.
146. Sir.
169.13 is the answer. Anyone got any other? If not, we will solve. We will not waste time. Shall we solve? Sakshi?
Solving, sir.
Okay, solve it.
Just wait.
Again, Mansi?
Sir, 1 minute.
Huh? I will use my headphone. I'm not getting voice. Guru, will you tell your answer? I was unable to listen.
Sir, 146.98.
Not 140. Just check once again. It is 169. Just check.
Okay,
If
sir.
you have committed score, just check.
Sir, 169.13.
13. 169 point.
13.
Very good. Correct. Exactly correct. Who has told?
Riddhi.
Okay, Riddhi. Very good. Calculate. Theta, if possible. Your R is correct, means your both the values are correct. Go ahead.
Sir, 172.35.
Mhm. The variation is same. Just check. Maybe for one of the force we have committed mistake. Just check. I think we have committed mistake for one of the force somewhere. Or shall we solve? Or you want to try or shall we solve?
Sir,
Huh.
186.61.
No. One.
So theta is minus 45.99.
Yes, theta is minus 45.99. Okay. Okay, we will solve. Don't worry now. We will see where you have committed mistake. Okay. One by one we will see. Okay, one by one. All of you please give attention, sir. One by one we will solve. One by one. Okay. Okay. So let me see. Force number one. Which is our force number one? Give attention. Don't worry. Which is our force number one? Topmost 200 Newton. 200 Newton force. Its direction also is known to you at point B. So what we want to do? We want to calculate x component of that force, whether it will be positive or negative. In which quadrant that force will come? मोठा जो 200 न्यूटन फोर्स आहे तुम्हाला दिसतोय का ते बघा.
Fourth quadrant.
फोर्थ क्वाड्रंट मध्ये लक्षात ठेवा. फोर्थ क्वाड्रंट मध्ये व्हॉट आर द साइन्स ऑफ फोर्थ क्वाड्रंट? एक्स कंपोनेंट कसा असतो आणि वाय कसा असतो? हाऊ इज द एक्स कंपोनेंट अँड वाय कंपोनेंट?
X component is positive and Y is negative.
X positive, Y negative.
200. Here I have to use sine or cosine function. Angle is given 30 degree. Which
Cos 30.
Cos 30.
Cos 30.
cos 30? Cos 30. That force is over x component. The next force is 70.
Quadrant.
70 Newton force will come in which quadrant?
Fourth quadrant.
Again, fourth quadrant. How much its inclination with horizontal axis?
60 degree.
60 degree.
So it will
70
be
cos
70
60.
70 cos 60. Next, P3, 60 Newton force. What will be its x component?
Positive 60.
Very good. Next, fourth force, 100 Newton.
0.
Is vertically downward. 0. Next, 200 Newton force.
Minus 200 cos 30.
Minus
200 cos
30.
Akash, your background voice is coming. Next 45 Newton force. In which quadrant that force will come? 45. 45 force. I have muted on all of you.
first quadrant. First quadrant.
First quadrant.
So 45. What will be angle? Cos 60.
To 5 cos 60.
degrees.
Tell me this calculation very carefully. Calculation. It is the job of calculator. Your job is to give proper values, correct input. हाँ
117.5.
Yes, sir, same.
yes 117.5 Newton. Correct. Next, summation F1. Summation F1. Same now. Forces are with you. To make observe, have you observed one thing here, which I have not considered here in case of adding x component? मी काय घेतलं नाही हो given मधलं. What I have not taken?
Moment.
Moment.
I have not considered the moment. Moment 150 दिलेला आहे आपल्याला 150 Newton meter, which is how it is given clockwise. Plus. Okay, so I have not considered. If you will consider somewhere, your calculation will go wrong. I have not considered. That's why it is new thing. It was asked in university exam. If you are able to understand these problems from yesterday, whatever we are solving, you will solve any problem. तुम्हाला जर हे प्रॉब्लेम सुटत असतील तर तुम्ही अप्लाइड किंवा इंजिनिअरिंग मेकॅनिक्सचा कुठलाही प्रॉब्लेम सोडवू शकता. You remember this thing. Next one, summation Fy. Let us consider force P1. Tell me, y component of T1 force.
Minus 200 sin 30.
Very good. Minus 200
Sin
sin,
30.
no?
Yes, sir.
Very good. Next 70 Newton force T2. Plus or minus it will come.
Minus
Minus
70.
sin 60.
sin 60.
Very good. Next 60
0.
Newton force.
0.
0. Horizontal force. Next 100 Newton force.
Minus 100.
Minus 100.
Minus 100. It is vertically downward. Then
200 sin 30.
plus or minus.
Plus
All of you give attention. Plus or minus. It will make plus to minus or minus to plus. Not necessary to check further answer. In which quadrant that bottom 200 Newton force is coming? कुठल्या क्वाड्रंट मध्ये येतो? तुम्ही इमॅजिन करा की त्याला ओरिजिन जवळ नेऊन ठेवलं, समथिंग लाईक दिस. तो फोर्स उचलायचा आणि इथं ठेवायचा बरोबर. कुणीकडे चाललाय? इट इज गोइंग
second quadrant.
Second quadrant.
Second quadrant.
इट इज गोइंग समवेअर. इट इज गोइंग इन दिस वे.
Second.
असा चाललाय इकडं त्या साईडला, म्हणजे तो सेकंड कडे चाललाय. आणि सेकंड मध्ये आपण शिकलोय कुठला कंपोनंट प्लस आणि कुठला मायनस असतो.
Y is positive and X
Y
is
is
negative.
positive and X is negative.
Very good. So y component will come positive. Okay, so what will be that? 200 sin 30. Anyone is remained? Yes, 45 is remained. Plus or minus? First quadrant मध्ये plus
Plus
45 sin 60.
Sin 60.
Sin 60. Calculate and tell me this value. Very carefully give input to calculator and let me know what is that value.
minus
Minus 100.
Minus 1.
Minus
one 121
Minus 121.65.
64.
64 or 63. Okay, no issue. Minus
65.
60.
65.
65. 65 itself I have written. Are you observing something on that? 65 I have written. Summation fx is with you, summation fy is with you. Okay. Therefore, here I will write r is equal to. Now both the values are with you. Now there is nothing. Summation fx square plus summation fy. What is value of r? Both the values are with you. Put the values and tell.
169.30.
100 and
Same, sir.
Same, sir.
69.13.
0.13. बघा म्हणजे those who have committed mistake, will you guide me where you have committed mistake? ज्यांचे उत्तर याच्यापेक्षा वेगळं आलं होतं. Those who got a little different answer, will you tell me where you have committed mistake? कोण सांगताय का म्हणजे कुठं चूक झाली होती? We should learn from our mistake. What is my opinion? You should learn where you have committed mistake. Many of you, someone has given answer as 186, 114 something as someone has given. So you just check where you have committed mistake. So I will not go in that mistake. The next one is theta is equal to. Quickly, what is formula? Summation that is equal to.
Minus 45.99.
Yes, sir. Same.
Same, sir.
Minus 45.90.
99.
So in which quadrant it will come? This angle, it is coming negative. So what we have to do?
Fourth quadrant.
Fourth quadrant.
Fourth quadrant. So here r is equal to whatever, theta is equal to minus -45.90. -45.99. Up to this, are you with me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
We can understand a little lengthy problem is there, so we have to go with this. Okay, next one now. To find at what point we are supposed to find the moment. कुठल्या पॉइंटला आपल्याला मोमेंट काढावा लागेल हो? At what point?
At point A.
At point
A.
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 to find moment at point A. So I will write here summation of moment due to all forces at point A. Very good. Now what we will do, we will calculate with one by one. आपण काय करू आता one by one calculate करू. Let us calculate this one by one. Now tell me, due to force P1, is it necessary to resolve that force P1 200 Newton at point B? Is it necessary to resolve that force?
No, sir.
Is it necessary to resolve? Only this one is a little, you have to think, you can think. Is it necessary?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Huh? Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
What can be done? Is it necessary to what we can say resolve that force? If you will resolve that horizontal component will come something like this at point B, it will resolve that force. So here maybe something like this horizontal component will come like this. Then it will be minimum distance. Okay, minimum will come horizontal line अशी येईल इकडे काहीतरी. So हे distance minimum होईल का एवढं distance? Either it will be minimum and vertical will come at point B. Vertical will come something like this. Okay, so it will be what will be this component 200 cos cos 60, not cos 60, sorry 30 no 60 or 30.
30.
30.
It will come 30. It will come 30 and vertical component will come 200
Sin 30.
30.
sin 30 आणि हा जर फोर्स मी असा तो वरती घेतला तर तो येतील मिड पॉइंटला अटॅक होईल बरोबर आहे. दॅट विल बी मिनिमम डिस्टन्स बिटवीन वर्टिकल कंपोनेंट दॅट विल बी मिनिमम डिस्टन्स बिटवीन horizontal component. You can ask a question. Somebody has given answer as a no, not necessary to resolve. मग line of action of force, that force, is it that distance is minimum? ही जी साइड आहे ते मग मिनिमम आहे का?
No, sir.
Is it minimum? म्हणजे तुम्हाला असा फोर्स रिझॉल्व्ह करायचा आहे. इफ इट इज ओके, इफ यू वॉन्ट टू टेक एज इट इज, तुम्हाला आहे असंच ठेवायचं आहे. देन यू हॅव टू आस्क क्वेश्चन युअर सेल्फ, वॉट एव्हर डिस्टन्स बिटवीन लाईन ऑफ ऍक्शन ऑफ दॅट फोर्स अँड डिझायर्ड पॉइंट, इज इट मिनिमम? ते मिनिमम असेल, ओके, यू कॅन कंटिन्यू एज इट इज. इफ नॉट, at certain point you have to resolve the force. At certain point, you have to resolve them. Getting? Here, one question may come. So here we want to find height. आता तुम्हाला height find out करावं लागेल बघा. Is it necessary? Because this, what we can say, which curly bracket I have written, it will be height of that, we can say equilateral triangle height असेल. Are you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
That will be height. Let us go now with this. We will go now. So first force we will consider 200. Again its component. Again its component. So 200 cos 30. That force is horizontal, acting at point B. Point A is fixed. How object will rotate? Clockwise or anti-clockwise?
No.
Huh?
Clockwise.
Clockwise.
Oh, very good. It will rotate clockwise. So 200 cos 30. Cos 30, yes. Into perpendicular distance.
5.
Perpendicular distance. No. Perpendicular distance means that I have made a curly bracket and that h. What will be that distance? You are knowing side of equilateral triangle 5. तुम्हाला 5 माहिती आहे. ती height किती येईल त्या triangle ची? Are you knowing formula to find height of equilateral triangle? Or I will give one more here option. One more option I will give. So if you will extend that horizontal, vertical, horizontal forces, this. If you will form this triangle, कितीचा triangle तयार होलो?
60,
30,
30.
30, 60, 90.
30, 60, 90. Then we are knowing one formula or one property of 30, 60, 90
5
triangle.
into root 3 by 2 is
Yes. Under root 3 by 2. If I am not wrong, I just check. Under root 3 by 2 of 5. 5 is a diagonal in this case.
yes, sir.
5. So it will be under root 3 by 2 of 5. That will be the distance. Or you should know to find the height of equilateral triangle. That will be okay. Next force. त्याचाच आपण y component घेऊया. For that force itself. What is y component? Sine 200 sine 30. Okay. So how if an object will rotate? So it will come here. म्हणजे ते पॉइंट इथं येईल. परत इथून इकडे खाली गेला तो. Something like this. And this will be minimum distance between that two. So how object will rotate? Due to y component of that 200 Newton force.
Clockwise.
Clockwise.
Again clockwise means positive. So 200 sine 30 into what is perpendicular distance between line of action of that force and point A?
2.5.
2.5.
2.5.
2.5. Very good. I was expecting same. It will be half of that total side. Next. Next now. 70 Newton force. Which is our, yes, 70 Newton. Now you can tell 70 Newton. आता काय करायचं 70 Newton, whatever that force line is there, line of action of that force, whether that distance is minimum distance or we want to be resolve that force, का resolve करावं लागेल, काय ते ओके आहे का तुम्हाला मिळतंय ते perpendicular distance?
करायला लागते सर.
तर करावं लागतं.
Yes, we have to be resolved. At what point we should resolve?
C point, at C point.
Very good. I have to resolve that force at point C. So its vertical component will come like this. What will be that?
70 sine 60.
Vertical will be sine 60
Sine 60.
and horizontal will come something like this. Okay, 70
Cos 60.
cos 60. Now you think for it. Now think for now these two components. Now think for these two components. 70 sine 60. Force applied at 70 sine 60 at point C. How object will rotate about point A? Clockwise or anti-clockwise?
Clockwise.
Clockwise.
Clockwise. So it will be 70 sine 60.
60.
70 sine 60 into
5.
5. Very good. Another component. Another component 70 cos 60.
0.
What you will think?
Sir, 0 येतं ते complete.
It
0
will be 0 because it will be 0. Very good. Because that line of action of that force will pass through point A. So not consider. We should not consider that component 70 cos 60. Okay. Force number 2 is over. Force number 3 60
0.
Newton. दिसना तो काय बघा. हा? Okay. Next 60 Newton we should not consider. येते का लक्षात 60 Newton आपण consider करायचं
Yes,
नाही.
sir.
Next one is P4 100 Newton. Is it necessary to consider that 100 Newton force?
No, no, sir.
No,
because
sir.
it is passing through point A. P5 200 Newton force. Is it necessary to consider that force?
No,
No.
sir.
No. Last force 45 Newton
Zero.
force. Is it necessary
No,
to consider?
sir.
No,
No.
sir.
That also not necessary. All forces are over. Is there something is remained still? काय तर राहिलंय बघा अजून एक. What is that? Along with forces, what it is given extra?
Moment.
Moment. Now that moment as it is we have to consider. आता विचार करायचा नाही की moment आहे तसं घ्यायचं with its sign. How the direction of moment is given, clockwise or anti-clockwise?
Clockwise.
Clockwise.
Clockwise direction. How we are taking clockwise direction? Plus or minus?
Positive.
Positive. Plus.
Positive. As it is we have to take. As it is plus 150. Plus 150. Is it necessary to multiple by that distance? Some distance? गरज आहे का multiple
No,
करने?
sir.
No.
No. It is not necessary. Already it is given. Already it is given. Calculate this. I hope you have understood this. Calculate this value very carefully. Calculate this value very carefully. Calculate this value. इथे bracket टाका. Under root 3 by 2 into 5. Or you can go for 5 by 2 2.5. Direct to 5 असं करा. 200 cos 30 into root 2 into 2.5 असं केलं तरी चालेल. Let me know. My answer may be something different. 200. I want 2-3% answer to cross check. मला एक दोघा तिघांचा answer पाहिजे. So I have to cross check. श्वेता हा.
1453.10.
One
Yes, sir.
four.
Same.
1453.10.
Yes, sir. Same.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
One.
sir.
Same, sir.
1453.10.
3.10.
10.
10. Okay. Very good. Now apply D'Alembert, sorry, not D'Alembert. Which one that?
Varignon theorem.
Varignon theorem.
D'Alembert is, I don't know from where came in my mind. It is also one of the principles, but not now. Afterwards, it is there. Varignon theorem. Apply Varignon theorem. What is that Varignon theorem? What it says? What it says? Try the summation of
Summation of moment due to all
all the
forces.
forces is equals to moment due to resultant.
Summation of moment due to all forces at point A equal to moment due to resultant D. Therefore D. I have limitation of space here. D is equal to calculate. R is with you. summation, total summation means only you have to go for how much? 1453.10 divided by 169.13. There is no challenge in this calculation, simple calculation. Simple calculation. According to me, it is 8.59.
8.59.
8.59, sir.
8.59.
8.69 meter. X bar. Calculate X bar. No? X bar equal summation moment F at point A divided by summation F1 equal to and Y bar. F A
11
divided
minus
by,
11.94.
yes, correct. Be confident. Minus 11.94. आपलं उत्तर चुकलं तरी चालेल. You should have a confidence. तुम्ही केलंय ना calculation, you should tell very confident. Let it be wrong. I expect wrong answers only. Let it be wrong. Be confident. Correct. Minus 11.94. Tell me why bar.
12.30
Huh?
12.36, sir.
12.36.
12.36. Correct. 12.36. Okay. Any problem? Any problem? If you are able to solve or apply your mind in this problem, जर तुम्हाला हे प्रॉब्लेम सोडवू शकताय तर तुम्ही कसलेही प्रॉब्लेम सोडवू शकता. ओके. दिस प्रॉब्लेम
12.36 आहे आणि y चं मायनस 11.
काय म्हणताय? व्हॉट युअर से?
x चं 12.36 आहे आणि y बार चं मायनस 11.94.
Is it the case? Others just check.
नो सर, उलट झाले तिचं.
हा उलट झालंय तुमच्याकडून.
X वाला आणि Y चं X ला.
From my side.
नो सर,
माझं
करेक्ट आहे सर.
whoever is telling.
करेक्ट. हा करेक्ट सर, करेक्ट.
नाही, मी काय बदललंच नाही. लिहिलेलंच असं आहे. इट इज लाईक दिस ओनली. जस्ट चेक. यू माइट हॅव कमिटेड समोर. हे असंच आहे. एक्स बार अँड वाय बार. ओके. हॅव यू अंडरस्टूड?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
ओके. चलो वी गो नेक्स्ट.
सर,
हा.
ते 200 न्यूटनचे जे 2 फोर्स आहेत ना, ते असेल तसं तिथं कॅन्सलच होणार आहेत समेशन मध्ये, मग ते नाहीच घेतलेत तर.
आपल्या समेशन मध्ये
आपण समेशन एफएक्स करायला तिथं 200 cos 30 आणि देन मायनस 200 cos 30 ते कॅन्सल.
दे आर गोइंग टू कॅन्सल. चालतंय, कॅन्सल केले तरी चालेल. किंवा मग तुम्हाला काय करावं लागेल, फक्त समेशन व्हाईल कॅल्क्युलेटिंग फोर्स ओनली दे विल गेट कॅन्सल. बट इट्स कपल इफेक्ट यू हॅव टू कन्सिडर व्हाईल कॅल्क्युलेटिंग हिअर. कपल इफेक्ट मीन्स टू अवॉइड युअर कन्फ्युजन. दॅट्स व्हाय आय हॅव नॉट टोल्ड. म्हणजे एका ठिकाणी कॅन्सल करायचे, एका ठिकाणी तुम्ही म्हणणार परत का घेतले. इट मे हॅपन बिकॉज इट इज फॉर्मिंग अ कपल at midpoint. That's why. Means in half problem I am saying neglect it. After half I am saying consider it. So to avoid this I have told let it be. Take it as it is. That's why. Your opinion is correct. It is getting cancelled in half problem while calculating force. ते force म्हणून cancel होतात. But as a couple तुम्हाला ते घ्यावं लागतं. That's why I have to avoid your confusion. I have not told that. क्वेश्चन येऊ शकतो मनात की तुम्ही सर हा प्रॉब्लेम मध्ये सांगता की कन्सिडर करू नका, ते कॅन्सल होत आहे, परत हाफ मध्ये कन्सिडर करताय. टू अवॉइड दॅट आय हॅव नॉट टोल्ड. दॅट्स वाय आय हॅव कंटिन्यूड ऍज इट इज. तुम्ही म्हणताय ते बरोबर आहे. व्हाईल कॅल्क्युलेटिंग एफेक्ट इट इज गेटिंग कॅन्सल. फोर्स, पण इकडं मात्र पकडावं लागलं असतं आपल्याला. दॅट्स वाय टू अवॉइड युअर कन्फ्युजन आय हॅव नॉट टोल्ड. Maybe in online we are learning. Unfortunately, online is very difficult to understand. Number of steps are there, calculations. Your one sign, एक sign तुम्हाला तुमच्या accurate answer पासून दुसरीकडे घेऊन जातो. Your one mistake you might be observing. It will take plus or minus, just a change in one sign. You will go very far away from your actual answer. तुमच्या actual answer पासून फार लांब जातं. You will observe. That's why I'm asking. So your logic is also correct. No issue. I can appreciate your logic. Number of methods are there. Don't worry. Shall we go next? A little
Yes, sir.
challenging problems are there. I can understand. Those who are feeling difficult, you please contact me. We will discuss where you are facing problem. Those who are not facing, it's well and good thing. This problem we have solved. Next problem. I want roll number 27. Roll number 27. Are you there? No. Those who are remaining absent, I am taking their names. No. Still today, 77 absent. We'll take opportunity now.
Sir, I will.
Last one. Okay. Sure. Continue.
A rectangular plate is subjected to the forces as shown in the following figure. Determine resultant force with its inclination and location from point B.
Very good. Problem is simple, not that much challenging. Only your understanding is important. There is nothing. So one rectangular plate is given. A rectangular plate is given, subjected to the forces. Subjected to the forces as shown in following figure. Okay, so 3 meter is the height. Now what is its length? 3 meter is height. What is its length? What is the size of rectangular plate? You will see the diagram. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. See the diagram. You can write the sentence also. Then we will proceed. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. How many forces are there in this system?
4 forces.
4. Very good. 3 forces are there. My simple questions I will ask. Okay. How many? 3 or 4?
4 forces.
4 forces.
Very good. 4 forces. What is the size of rectangular plate?
3 meter and
Is the
4
size-
meter, sir.
No. So generally we should tell horizontal dimension and then a vertical dimension. आपण सांगताना सुरुवातीला कसं सांगायचं, हॉरिझॉन्टल किती आहे परत व्हर्टिकल. 3/2, 2/3, 5/3,
4 by 3.
something.
4/3.
4/3.
4/3. Very good. 4/3. Okay. With respect to what point we want to find resultant?
Point B.
Point B.
B. Point B. Very good. Okay. So shall we go start? It is very simple. You can solve. No, there is no challenge. हा प्रॉब्लेम सुद्धा युनिव्हर्सिटीचाच आहे, बट देर इज नो चॅलेंज इन दिस अकॉर्डिंग टू मी. वी विल सी त्याच्यामध्ये काय आहे. व्हॉट इज न्यू इन दिस? कोण सांगतं की फोर्सेस जर पाहिले, यू विल सी 4 फोर्सेस इन दिस सिस्टीम. व्हॉट डू यू फील? तुमचं काय ऑब्झर्वेशन आहे की याच्यामध्ये 4 फोर्सेस आहेत, बट हाऊ दे आर कसे
4
तो
are
4 फोर्स
inclined.
व्हेरी गुड ऑब्झर्वेशन ऑल फोर्सेस आर इनक्लाइंड यातला एक सुद्धा फोर्स नायदर हॉरिझॉन्टल नॉर व्हर्टिकल आहे नथिंग not a single force is either horizontal or vertical all forces are inclined even their directions are also different so that one is a little challenging not that much but little challenging so which force we will consider as a P1
2 kilonewton.
2 kilonewton.
2 kilonewton P2
6.
6 kilonewton.
6 kilonewton very good next P3
1 kilonewton.
1 kilonewton.
very good P4
4 kilonewton.
4 kilonewton okay so what we will do again three things we are necessary to find what we will do shall we solve together
Sir, first we
magnitude
will try.
okay first try it then up to resultant at least you try remaining we will only find resultant once it is over tell me magnitude we want to find magnitude we want to find direction and we want to find position on this well of resultant with respect to point G. Just resultant. Try to find resultant for within 1 minute.
Sir, resultant 3.15.
3.15.
Yes, sir.
3.11. According to me, you check 1.5 or little variation. 3 point okay.
3.12.
exactly 3.11.
So my also 3.12.
1 2, okay, we can understand 1 2 also, don't worry, but
Yes,
exactly
sir.
1 1.
3.12.
Okay, we will consider 3.1. Then maybe my answer may be something wrong. Okay. Are you able to see video while I'm talking?
Yes,
Is
sir.
it? Are you, okay, no issue, because that is necessary. Next, summation effects. Shall we solve together? Shall we solve together?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay, we will go. Don't worry. Step by step, we will go. Uh, just you have to think each and every place. Summation effects. Now, instead of giving opportunity to all, we will see. I will give random opportunity to one of the students. Okay, he will guide us. He or she, whatever it may be. I will give opportunity to Kengar Panduranga 36.
Yes, sir.
Tell me now. Summation effects. Only you will speak, I will write. तुम्ही सांगायचं मी लिहिणार. सांगा summation effects. P1 force 2 kilonewton. Okay, 2 kilonewton. What will be the X component? तुम्हाला जे वाटतंय ते सांगा. We will correct you. तुम्हाला जसं वाटतंय तसं सांगा. हा. पांडुरंग. एक तर तुम्ही बोलत नाहीत किंवा तुमचा आवाज येत नाही. रिद्धी 46.
Yes, sir.
Is it possible for you to tell fast?
लाईननी म्हणजे डायरेक्ट सांगू.
Directly you have to tell. X component of 2 kilonewton force.
-2 cos 60.
-2 cos 60. Correct. Next 6
Plus-
Newton force.
Plus 6 cos 45.
6 cos 45. Very good. Correct. Next force.
Plus-
1 kilonewton. Plus
1 cos 60.
1 cos 60. Very good. Correct. Next.
-4 cos 30.
-4 cos 30. According to me, all forces you have resolved the correct. So tell me.
त्याची
Tell me this.
टोटल 0.28.
0.28
Newton.
kilonewton. Summation of y.
2 cos 30. Sorry, sin 30. Sorry, 60. 2 sin 60.
2 sin 60.
Plus 6 sin 45.
6 sin 45.
Minus 1 sin 60. Minus 4 sin 30.
4 sin 30. Okay, correct.
Is equal to 3.11.
Is equal to 3.11 kilo. Therefore, R is equal to R is equal to R is equal to
3.12.
how much?
3.12.
Very good. Anybody have calculated theta?
84.85.
summation Fy divided by Fx equal to how much?
84.85. 84.85.
84.85. Any other? Check. 85.03 someone? 02. Just check. Yeah, others also calculate this.
84.55.
84.88.
Others again. Others 84.
84.85.
84.85.
84.85.
84.85. I will consider this. So theta is coming positive. How we have to show it?
Anti-clockwise.
Anti-clockwise.
So we will show in this way. Correct. R equal to whatever it is, 3.12 kilonewton, and theta. Correct. Any problem?
No, sir.
Now summation of moments due to all forces at point what?
B.
At point B. At point B. Now it is challenging. Huh? Now this is challenging. Why it is challenging? Why it is challenging? Because
All forces
all
are
forces
inclined.
are
Inclined.
inclined. Now it is challenging. Each and every force you have to consider now with its resolution. Getting, let us consider force number 1. At this point, if I will resolve this, how will be its vertical component? In this way. Okay. And this one will be horizontal component. Okay, so I will write 2 sin 60, no? Sin 60. And this will be 2 cos 60. Okay, so first one is 2 sin 60. Force is applied 2 sin 60 vertically at that point. How object will rotate if B point is fixed?
Clockwise.
And
Clockwise.
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 Clockwise, sir.
B point is right. This is your B point. आणि फोर्स आता व्हर्टिकल म्हणतो मी व्हर्टिकली अपवर्ड फोर्स लावलेला आहे. हाऊ दिस ऑब्जेक्ट विल रोटेट क्लॉकवाइज और अँटी क्लॉकवाइज?
Clockwise.
Clockwise movement is
Positive.
Positive.
what is the distance between shortest or smallest distance between that point and point B?
1 meter.
मला अजून कळलं 1 मीटर कसा आला आता तुमचा
4 meters.
पॉइंट बी
3 meter.
3 meter, sir.
Sorry.
3 meter, sir.
4 meter.
3 meter.
4
3 meter, sir.
पॉइंट मी केला
3 meter.
3
मीटर
3 meter, sir.
बघा इथं 3, 4, 1 जर टाकलं तर एक्झामिनर काम सोपं झालं पुढं. फक्त अशी खुली करायची, चुकलं सगळं 0 फ्रॉम दिस. किती तुम्ही एक्झामिनर काम किती सोपं करताय बघा, कन्फ्युज करून स्वतःला. हाऊ यू आर मेकिंग युअर that work of examiner is very simple. Answer is 3. Total is 4. This horizontal minus this 1. 4 minus 1, 3. It should be 3. Force number 1. A y component we have considered. If you will consider x component, what will be the moment due to x component about point B?
0.
0. Because its line of action is passing through point B. 0. We should not consider that force. Next, P1 force is over. P2, 6 kilonewton. What will be the moment due to 6 kilonewton force about point B?
0.
0. That force itself is passing through point
B.
B. We will not consider that force. Next, which is our next force? P3.
1 kilo.
1 kilonewton.
1 kilonewton. 1 kilonewton. Now, what will be now? That force is inclined. So we have to do like this. X component, I will write P3X and P3Y downward. Okay, so it may be something like this. Sorry. P3Y. Tell me what will be the P3X? Means horizontal force. How object will rotate if point B is fixed? How this object will rotate? Clockwise or anti-clockwise?
Anti-clockwise.
Anti-clockwise.
Anti-clockwise. What will be X component of that force? 1 kilonewton. 1 cos
60.
60.
cos 60. And what will be the perpendicular distance between that point or line of action of that force
1 meter.
and point B?
2 meter.
अजून
2
one
meter.
बघा कोणता.
2 meter.
2 meter.
कसं आलं 2 मीटर? 2 मीटर कसं आलं?
3 minus 1.
3 minus
3 minus 1. 3 minus 1. इथलं टोटल आहे 3, त्याच्यामधून -1 केलं. नेक्स्ट व्हर्टिकल कंपोनंट. हाऊ ऑब्जेक्ट विल रोटेट? आता इथं थोडंसं कन्फ्युज होऊ शकते कसं करणार. हाऊ ऑब्जेक्ट विल रोटेट? फॉर दॅट पर्पज वी हॅव सीन law of transmissibility of force. If this force I will take exactly back here, whether it will have some other effect. मी इथंच घेतला फोर्स हा P3Y. मी या पॉइंटला घेतला. I will take to this point. Whether it will have some different effect. सेमच राहील त्या फोर्सचा इफेक्ट. Whether that effect of that force will remain same or it will change.
Remains
But our law,
Same.
it will remain same. Now it is possible for you to imagine how this object will rotate if point B is fixed and force is applied P3Y. Y component of force 3 P3. How this object will rotate?
Anti-clockwise.
Clockwise.
Anti-clockwise. 1 minus, that's why I'm taking minus 1 into. What is Y component of that force? 1 cos
60 cos 60.
not cos, sorry, not cos 60. Y component we are considering.
Sin 60.
60.
Sin 60. Okay. What is the distance between that line of action of that force and point B?
1 meter.
1 meter.
1 meter. It is given. So there is no issue in that. So this third force is over. Force number 4. Force number 4. Is it necessary to divide that force or resolve that force? What is your opinion?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes.
We have to okay, tell me now. X component of that force 4 kilonewton. What is that? 4 cos 30. Correct? Why we have taken cosine function with horizontal component? Because
Angle made with
Angle
horizontal.
made with the horizontal.
very good. Okay. Now if that force is applied in this way horizontally at point B with respect to point B, how this object will rotate? Clockwise or anti-clockwise?
Clockwise.
Clockwise.
Clockwise. It will rotate clockwise. Plus 4 cos 30. What is the perpendicular distance between line of action of that force and point B? Line of action म्हणजे हो का ही line horizontal line. पूर्ण horizontal line झाली.
3 meter.
2 meter.
3 years. Vertical distance here. How much it is given? 3 meters. Then next force 4 sin 30. Y component of that. Y component of that. What will be the how object will rotate? मग सारखंच परत मी जर हा force, if I will take this force somewhere here, this vertical component, I will take here. How this object will rotate?
Anti-clockwise.
Anti-clockwise.
Tell me then how it will be, minus or plus? Minus.
Minus.
4 sin 30. minus into perpendicular distance. What will be that perpendicular distance?
2 meter.
2 meter. Any forces remained? Any forces
No,
remained?
sir.
No, no.
No. So tell me this. Calculate 2 sin 60 into 3 minus 1 into cos 60 into 2 minus 1.
9.72.
9.72.
9.72 meter. Very good. Newton meter. Sorry. Newton or kilonewton? Kilonewton. Kilonewton meter. Apply which principle? Apply.
Varignon theorem.
Apply Varignon theorem. So what is that? Summation of moment due to all forces about point which D equal to R into D. Now directly tell me value of D. Tell me value of D. Anyone?
3.11.
3.11.
3.20.
11 or 1?
3.11.
11.
Okay, correct. 3.11. X bar. Summation of moment due to all forces about point A divided by summation Fy. All values are with you. Calculate. Y bar. Summation of moment due to all forces about point A divided by summation Fx. Calculate.
Sir, X bar 3.12.
3.12.
X bar.
हाँ. Y bar.
34.70.
34.71.
Y bar.
How much?
34.71.
34.71.
34.
71.
34.71. Okay. I think my answer may go wrong. Something very major.
36.
36. 36 आलंय बघा. पुन्हा आलंय 36. माझं म्हणजे सांगायचं.
माझं सर.
उत्कर्षा का?
हा सर.
Others just check. Others also. Summation
34.71.
34.71.
34.
Yes, sir. 34.71.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
हा किती आलंय?
सर
पुन्हा आलंय का 36?
माझं थिटा 85.02 आले.
82.
85.02.
मे बी द मिस्टेक. म्हणजे आपण बरोबर आहे. मे बी अ लिटल व्हेरिएशन. ते काय झालेलं आहे आफ्टर डेसिमल पॉईंट. मग तुमचं समेशन एफेक्ट किती आलं हो? उत्कर्ष
0.27.
0.27 बरोबर आहे. आय ऑल्सो मेड सेम. बरोबर आहे बघा. म्हणजे मीही इथं सोडवताना 27 घेतला समेशन एफेक्ट. ऍट द एंड इट इज मेकिंग लॉट ऑफ डिफरन्स. 36 यायला लागलं. नो इश्यू. समेशन एफेक्ट्स इफ यू हॅव टेकन 27, त्यांचा कोणी इथे 27 घेतलाय राऊंड ऑफ न करता वगैरे, तर 28 म्हणजे राऊंड ऑफ केले, 27 पॉईंट समथिंग काय वरती असेल. इफ यू हॅव टेकन दॅट व्हॅल्यू, हिअर इट विल कम 36. लेट इट बी, दिस इज ऑल्सो करेक्ट. दिस मच इज व्हेरिएशन ऑफ. म्हणजे मला सांगायचं काय आहे की डेसिमल पॉईंट नंतर सुद्धा a little variation may go at the end, it will affect more. त्याचा परिणाम शेवटी फार मोठा दिसतोय. तर दिसते 34.71. सम ऑफ द आन्सर्स आर कमिंग 36. माझ्याकडे एक आन्सर आहे 36 आलाय. का आलाय? कारण इथं 28 घेतलं. Instead of that 0.28, 27 is taken. Let it be. If you have not round up, okay, it will not matter a lot. We will continue with this. जे घेतलेलं आहे ते उत्कर्ष, युअर ऑल्सो आन्सर इज करेक्ट, डोंट वरी. इवन आय गॉट युअर आन्सर्स.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, you continue. You continue with your answer. There is no. Okay. Shall we go next? Any problem? This was also from the university exam problem, though it was looking same. काय चॅलेंजिंग होतो या प्रॉब्लेम मध्ये? पहिल्यांदा सांग. फर्स्ट डिफरन्स आय हॅव टोल्ड. व्हॉट वॉज दॅट? फर्स्ट डिफरन्स.
Inclination.
What?
Inclination.
I am not getting voice. What I was told?
All forces inclination.
Very good. All forces are inclined. सगळे forces inclined आहेत. Plus, while calculating moment, you have to think twice, thrice while taking distances, etc. Getting? Okay. Shall we go next?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Are you tired?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Very good. Have you noted down? Please take screenshot. Those who are screenshot familiar. हे काय होतं, आपल्या मनाचं समाधान होतं. हे स्क्रीनशॉट मोबाईल मध्ये आहेत. इट विल यू मे फील गुड. तुम्हाला चांगलं वाटतं की आपल्या मोबाईल मध्ये काहीतरी आहे. बट अनलेस अँड अंटिल यू विल नॉट सॉल्व, नथिंग विल हॅपन. दिस इज जस्ट व्हॉट वी कॅन से. जस्ट दी सॅटिस्फॅक्शन टू युअर माइंड. मानसिक समाधान भेटेल तुम्हाला. स्क्रीनशॉट घ्या. हा.
युनिट टेस्टला आता हे प्रॉब्लेम आहेत ना?
Few problems I will see what to do. Actually, we are future is unknown. म्हणजे आपली परीक्षा कशी होणार आहे अजून तरी काय माहित नाही. पण आपण डिस्क्रिप्टिव्ह एक्झाम होणार आहे या दृष्टीने चाललेलो आहोत. म्हणजे तुम्हाला जरी उद्या कॉलेजमध्ये येऊन पेपर द्या म्हणलं लिहा, तरी तुम्ही लिहू शकता. जरी एमसीक्यू असेल, एमसीक्यू टाइप, I will see. Few problems I will try to put in unit test. थोडेसे प्रॉब्लेम एवढे लेंदी नसणार आहे, डोंट वरी. असा एखादा प्रॉब्लेम टाकेल ज्याच्यामध्ये तुम्हाला 1 ते 2 स्टेप मध्ये सोल्युशन मिळेल. ऍज इट इज अ मल्टिपल चॉईस. तुम्हाला बाकीचे सब्जेक्ट टीचरचे कसे सांगितले? म्हणजे एमसीक्यू टाइप सांगितले का डिस्क्रिप्टिव्ह?
MCQ.
नाही सांगितलं सर अजून तसं.
सांगितलं तुम्ही. Probable
Online
multiple.
सांगितली सर पण.
ऑनलाईन सांगितलंय फक्त.
सांगितलं.
There is no question of online and offline. जी युनिट टेस्ट आहे ते ऑनलाईनच आहे, पण मला विचारायचं होतं की डिस्क्रिप्टिव्ह आहे का मल्टिपल चॉईस टाइप आहे?
सर मल्टिपल चॉईस म्हणले थोडे जण.
मल्टिपल
No
चॉईस
issue.
क्वेश्चन.
Multiple choice. If it is multiple choice, I will also give multiple choice. But what is the what we can say? What is the tradition? म्हणजे एखादा पेपर सेट करतो एक्झामिनर, त्यावेळी एक मॉडरेट स्टुडंट पुढे ठेवून पेपर सेट केलेला असतो. मॉडरेट म्हणजे एकदम लास्ट स्टेजचा पण नाही किंवा टॉप मोस्ट पण नाही. मॉडरेट म्हणजे एक मॉडरेट स्टुडंटने पेपर सोडवला पाहिजे. लाईक दॅट. सो डोंट वरी. आपला पेपर ही सोपाच असेल. मल्टिपल चॉईस क्वेश्चन आय विल प्रेफर. मल्टिपल चॉईस क्वेश्चन पेपर विल बी व्हेरी इझी. म्हणजे सोपा असेल. आय विल नॉट फ्रायटन. कोणाला भीती घालत नाही. बट युनिव्हर्सिटी फायनल एक्झाम इट इज, आय कांट गिव्ह गॅरंटी बिकॉज लास्ट टाइम इट वॉज हॅपन्ड. Very horrible problems were there. Means whenever student has taken screenshot and they send to me, etc. I came to know that preparation is required. डुईंग मिअर फॉर्मॅलिटी डझंट मॅटर. हे फक्त मोबाईल लॉग इन करून बसणे, गाडीवर असणे, शेतामध्ये असणे, किचन मध्ये असणे, बेडरूम मध्ये असणे, समथिंग लाईक दिस. इट विल नॉट गिव्ह आउटपुट. Those who are doing good, but I observed 1-2 video yesterday. Someone was in traveling, video was on. Someone was in kitchen, I saw video was on. Someone maybe in farm enjoying. It will not happen. Our UT test paper will be MCQ. It will be on basics, conceptual. तुमचे concept किती clear आहेत तुम्हाला मार्क मिळाल्यानंतर कळेल. Once you will get your marks, you will come to know that where you are. म्हणजे तुम्ही 0 to 100, what we can say, 0 ते 100च्या स्केल वरती तुम्ही कुठे आहात हे तुम्हाला समजेल. Subject is interesting. What I will tell, irrespective of branch, I have not told for which branch this subject is important. Okay, so I will not tell that. You are in now first year, you should study this. I will not tell to whom it is important, to whom it is not important, etc. For all it is important. Okay. अजून काय? मल्टिपल चॉईस असेल क्वेश्चन पेपर. काही प्रश्न हे थेरॉटिकल असतील, काही प्रॉब्लेम असतील. प्रॉब्लेम काय असे लेंदी नसतील, डोंट वरी. 2 ते 3 स्टेप मध्ये आन्सर मिळेल असे प्रॉब्लेम असतील, किंवा तोंडी पण मिळू शकतील. फॉर एक्झाम्पल, इन लास्ट प्रॉब्लेम समबडी हॅज टोल्ड, तो होता प्रॉब्लेम या तो 200 हे दोन्ही क्वेश्चन दे आर गेटिंग कॅन्सल टू इच अदर. Likewise also problem I will try to put such problems. Don't worry. If your concepts are clear, you will solve it very easily. तुमचा concept clear असते तर तुम्हाला लगेच सुटेल problem. Don't worry. If possible, tomorrow we will discuss that. Have you noted down this screenshot? Have you taken screenshot for this?
Yes, sir.
Written, sir.
No issue. Those who have
Written.
taken screenshot, written, no issue. What I will do, I'll give one problem. I will check how many are there. 2, 3, 4. So probably tomorrow we will complete this chapter. Shall I give this problem as a homework?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Tomorrow early in the morning my lecture is there. If in first lecture, if we are unable to complete chapter, I will take first 2 lectures tomorrow, so that this chapter will get over. If time permit, we will discuss our multiple choice question. Whether you are observing full screen?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Please write this problem. I will give 2 minutes, then we will stop for today. I can understand this one is last lecture. Just I will write given. Meanwhile, a equilateral triangular plate of side 200 mm is acted upon by 4 forces as shown in following figure. 4 forces are given as shown in following figure. Determine magnitude, direction, and position of resultant of this force system. Okay. So for which force we will assume as a P1? Let us finalize that and we will stop. Force number 1. याच्यामध्ये
50 kilonewton.
50 kilonewton.
though this problem was asked in exam, एक गोष्ट मिसिंग आहे, जरा ऑब्झर्व होते का तुम्हाला? बघा पण जरा एक गोष्ट दिलीच नाही आपल्याला. नथिंग, वन थिंग इज मिसिंग हिअर. काय दिलं नाही हो आपल्याला?
पॉइंट पाशी कोणत्या पॉइंटला काढायचे ते?
व्हेरी गुड. अबाउट विच पॉइंट, विथ रिस्पेक्ट टू विच पॉइंट, इट इज नॉट गिवन. दिलंच नाही. प्रत्येक प्रॉब्लेम मध्ये एक गोष्ट शिकण्यासारखी आहे. वी कॅन लर्न each new thing in each problem. प्रत्येक प्रॉब्लेम मध्ये काहीतरी नवीन आहे. So there is a thumb rule. If point is not given, about which point you want to go for. If it is not given, so what we have to do? We have to take, listen carefully. We have to take lowermost left point or left point of the force system. त्या ऑब्जेक्टचा कुठला पॉइंट घ्यायचा? एल ध्यानात ठेवा. एल फॉर लोअर मोस्ट लेफ्ट पॉइंटच्या रिस्पेक्टिव्ह घ्यायचा. लोअर लेफ्ट. कुठल्या पॉइंट भोवती घ्यावं लागेल? तो पॉइंट एकदम बॉटमला पाहिजे ऑब्जेक्टच्या.
A.
पॉइंट ए. So you have to take with respect to point A. म्हणून काय लोअर मोस्ट लेफ्ट पॉइंटला घ्यायचं असतो. तुम्हाला कुठला पॉइंट घ्यावा लागेल जर पॉइंट दिलाच नसेल. So you have to take with respect to point A. With respect to point A. Okay. So that is new thing in this. हे लक्षात ठेवा हे सुद्धा. To find what magnitude? To find magnitude, direction, and position. And position with respect to तुम्ही म्हणताल दिलंच नाही. With respect to point A.
Is.
With respect to point A. Okay. With this we will stop. Anyone want to ask anything? Otherwise we will stop. It's almost 2 hours we are together. Is it possible for you to solve? Shall I expect this answer from tomorrow in tomorrow morning lecture? करू का एक्सपेक्ट मी तुमच्याकडून हेच आन्सर?
हो सर, ऑफ कोर्स.
Shall I tell answer for cross checking?
नो सर, नो.
No, sir.
Okay, we will solve tomorrow. Please try it. Thank you very much. Again, you can give attendance quickly so that I will note down and you can leave. You give attendance and you can leave. Thank you very much for joining. We will see you tomorrow morning.
सर
हा बोला.
सर 19 तारखेचं लेक्चर दिसत नाही.
कालचं का?
हा
ते
19
upload
आणि
करू.
20.
19चं पण दिसत नाही. Okay, I will upload. There is problem. I will upload
ओके सर.
today only.